Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? It's a coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game. It'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. You're not ready. You're not ready. Rush in. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one complete to Smith. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage. Terrific read, better execution, and done with a... Absolutely. They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how. Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there. These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face. A little wind in there. Yeah, that's right. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers. We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game. Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense. And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Rodgers to throw once more. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week: 20 carries, 80 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Play. You just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Able to find Harris. Complete. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Let's go.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Check 55
On first down, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Down. 70, Indy. Down.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Higgins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Packers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. The throw over the middle, taken in. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, pass incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Kamale Correa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Ready?
This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they're going to get the first down here as he's out to the 14. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's get some penetration here.
Off play action, Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 26, check 26.
And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
That's all you got.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. We saw there all the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 29, Rodgers. He gets it complete to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On play action, now Rodgers. And he finds a man on a crossing route. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now it's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Rodgers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, this pass complete to Higgins.
Anything moves, we hit it. Anything moves, we hit it.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Rodgers operating from the gun. And Adams has it complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Mitchell Trubisky has thrown a touchdown pass there. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital. See what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll go again to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rodgers going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From the 22, Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. On the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They were winning at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 97 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, it's Eckler. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
On the ready.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill completes it to Davis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Let's go, team. Sit up. 5.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. He'll get this to Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Bills have now taken the lead over the Patriots late. A win would be their second on the young season. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Eckler again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well. Rodgers
now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. That one goes for 24 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. He gets it complete to Harris. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Rodgers now on first down. Open man is Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. To the air again, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Badgley on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 44, Rodgers. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw, Rodgers. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Rodgers to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 7, 56 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. Well, there was a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.